Okay, I'm gonna try really hard to do this on the first take. When you hit the ground without doing these laggy uppies can still be really useful. Um, they're not bad, but there are like lagless uppies you can do. Um, that it can be used as a movement option, as an offensive option, as a you can use it however you will. Um, the way you can do it on the ground, which is pretty technical, and it takes quite a while to get used to. So, cut yourself some slack and be patient with it, and practice it for a little bit. Just have fun with it. And keep trying it, and you'll get the hang of it. But I guess I can slow it down. Do you want to upbeat the first frame you're airborne? I missed it there, it was a little too high. See, if you don't leave the ground, you'll be laggy like that. And if you get it right, I could totally do it in 1/4 speed. There we go. You get up a lot faster. It allows you to combo quick attack into stuff like down smash or turn around grab or up air. A lot of the times when you quick attack through somebody, they try and do a lazy punish because they don't know about micro hopping. So a lot of the times I'll get a shield punish, whether sometimes it's an up air to shield, but if you can get the turnaround shield, sometimes you can get a shield grab, which is huge. That would kind of look like this. So yeah, that's micro hop up B. If you want a jab reset with it, and you want to have enough time to punish their getup, you have to get this micro hop. If you get this one, if you get this laggy, if you do it too early and you get this laggy upbeat, or even if you do it a little too late and you are in the air too long, you won't have enough time to punish the jab reset. Now, going from platform to platform, it's a lot easier going down than up, in my opinion. And you can try it out on different stages. But going from a platform to the ground is really, really lenient for some reason. And I'm still not really sure why. It might just be a spacing thing, but it feels really lenient. These ones I'm getting here, I don't feel like I'm spacing them that well or doing that great of an angle. And it feels like it has a lot of lenience. And it's giving me that lagless micro hop up B without having to do the tech. I'm just up being through the platform. Now, if you do it like too steep, and I purposely try to do it too steep there, you will still get the laggy one. But it's pretty lenient, and you have to miss it by quite a bit. But if you're doing this, I don't know, 45-degree angle, it looks like, feels very lenient. Going up, I mean, if you want to be good at it, you have to go for it a lot. But it's a lot harder going up than going down. I have practiced these, angles where you like land just on the platform. Not much though, and I'm not great at them. But I personally want to do more of them. It's a wicked cool mix-up. It's just hard. And it's not nearly as fast as this. Because you're grounded here. I'm getting a lot of that, like, shitty airtime. Unless you get it perfect. It's not nearly as lenient as going down. That was, like, the only perfect one I got. That being said, going from platform to platform vertically is fantastic. You get the micro hop canceled lag up B. And it's very lenient. And even if you miss, this is another thing you can do. Doing these off a platform or off stage also gives you that lagless micro hop up B. And it's because you've left the ground and come back to the ground. I think. That's what so like these quick attack options that I'm doing like right now, these platform to platform and descending from platform quick attacks are lenient, and they give you that canceled quick attack, that lagless quick attack, the micro hop quick attack up B without doing this technical one on the ground. This one on the ground's probably the most technical, but it's wicked fun to do when you get it. It's wicked fun to practice too. As far as edge canceling up Bs, eyeballing it is really eyeballing it and missing it is really the long way to eyeballing it a billion times is really the only way to get good at it. You start getting and basically once you get good at these two and you get this idea of how long your up B is, your ability to eyeball edge guards with all the other characters will also get a ton better. There are some quick attack edge cancel setups, but they're not much easier than eyeballing it. This one is kind of weird. I have another video on it, and I don't go for them really ever. But if your angle's not steep, it has to be like pretty wide, obtuse. You can see the platform will redirect your quick attack. And the reason why this is really good is because you don't have to eyeball the y-axis. It does it for you. It sets it up, the y-axis, for you. So all you need to do is know where over the platform to do it. But even if you miss the edge cancel, right? This option's really cool because you still get that canceled micro hop quick attack. So like if you quick attack through, even if you miss the edge cancel, you're pretty actionable. You can also do things knowing this, like kind of like that. I don't know. So this, so like we said earlier, this quick attack coming down with this 45-degree angle is very lenient to get the lagless up B. So now with this one that keeps you at this height, this perfect height with the lenient up B, you can now diagonal from that point, like right here. So I can do like this. I can do stuff like that. I can do stuff like this. I missed it there. This one is hard. That's one use for it. Another use is doing... I already did it once. I can't do it again. It's really hard. But that is a really cool movement option. Another thing, another quick attack movement option that gets you that micro hop quick attack spacing that's not hard and not lenient. It's relatively lenient, but it's also relatively hard. Are these double quick attacks. Now there's a billion ways to do it. You really just have to mess around and get the cancels quick attack spacing. They're fun to practice. I've never jab reset with it. But even just crossing someone up with it, I mean, that's pretty cool. And you can fake doing this one. You can feint this option select or option. You can feint this option by doing stuff like this. You really have to get good with your gray stick placement. Also, remember that you could shorten the up B. So don't feel like you have to be pressing against the gate the whole time. Know that you can manipulate your up B with how far you tilt it. It's probably if it sounds really confusing, just ignore it. But like some of these, I do the if I do the first up B longer than the second one, and I barely like kind of shorten the second one, there's a lot less chance of me getting that laggy up B on the ground. The worst case scenario, it's a lot better to be like a little bit in the air opposed to hitting the ground. In my experience, right there, I just hit the ground, and it was a lot, in my opinion, it was a lot laggier than the being in the air for a little bit. Now, you can also practice these super wide ones. These ones are insane. Imagine jab resetting with that. Oh, I can't wait. Going back to the quick attack, how the platforms will redirect the quick attack if the angle's really obtuse. It goes the same for the stage. And a really good way of showing this without even having to jump. You can up B diagonally 45 degrees into the ground, and it will redirect your up B, yet it won't use your direction to the right. So you can up B diagonally down, and then to the right, and you get this kind of double quick attack against the stage. You do get the laggy one. There's probably a way to do it in a way and it's not laggy. But I haven't figured it out. Also, with that being said, you can up B 45 degrees into the stage. And then you can up B 45 degrees this way and then 45 degrees that way. If it's easier for you than doing this to the left and then diagonal. And I'm doing 45 degrees down left, 45 degrees down right. I should have an input display, but I apologize. Side note, if you want to practice upbeat edge cancels, Pichu's really great to practice with, because Pichu slides. Pichu slides and has Pichu slides, so if you're trying to practice upbeat edge cancels, they're a lot easier to hit with Pichu. As for jump micro hop upbees, the muscle memory for doing them on both will be the same, because they have the same jump squat. Something to note is Pikachu's upbeat is a little bit shorter and slower than Pikachu's, so it takes some getting used to. It also doesn't have a hurt box, but all the same quick attack stuff applies. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. There are some cool quick attack setups. This one you have to make sure you don't shorten it. You have to get the full distance for the first quick attack. But you get that. Another one that I like is jumping from the ledge here sets up your y-axis, your x-axis, sets up like where you are here perfectly so that if you quick attack onto stage and then you micro hop back, you're set up perfectly where you'll get the edge cancel or the teeter cancel, depending on if you're inputting a direction when you get there with your stick. I'll say that again. It's depending on if you probably know, but if you're still holding to the left when you get there with quick attack. If you let go of your stick mid quick attack, you will teeter cancel. Now, sometimes going for two quick attack like that is quite a ballsy move. You can even do stuff like this, where you do some options that don't fuck with your y-axis at all, and then have that in store. There's another thing I made a video on, but I wasn't great about explaining it, called the Goobo drop. And I was just pointing out that, depending on the height of the platforms, and you kind of have to get used to it, doing a fast fall aerial, or like a full drift aerial, or like it's usually a fast fall, any fast fall aerial, but some stages you have to kind of hold out more than the other. But it's a really easy setup for these edge cancels and teeter cancels, in my opinion. On Battlefield, you kind of have to fast fall it and be relatively steep. But it feels pretty lenient to me. And say on Yoshi's or Stadium, where the platforms are a lot lower, you have to, yeah, you can't fast fall it. I'm like holding right on the whole, like almost the whole time until I hit the ground. There are these setups as well on platforms that I like. It's pretty lenient, but it's not like, sometimes you will just miss it. But this one is, it's relatively difficult, but it's a cool little setup. These ones are pretty hard to get down, but they are fun. If there's another one with Pichu that's wicked fun. And you can do this basically on, I think, on any platform in the game. If you roll to a ledge and then do this, because you slide so much, it just edge cancels. And if you let go of the stick too, it teeter cancels. Now it's a... Whoa. Now it's a... You have to kind of slide for a bit before you teeter cancel. But... That's crazy. I just... So if you do this, and it feels like a pretty, like... I did it on accident twice, but anyway, you saw it. And I was doing this, and then I'd kind of dash to the right while my momentum was sliding me. It'd get me going backwards. Wow, I did it again. That's wild. On Battlefield, and I think Dreamland side plats, you have to do the micro hop up B, but if you do, you get it teeter cancels like this. And you can mix it up with doing these ones. Also, another quick tech mix-up that I like is you have to do the micro hop up B to get it up B, not to do this. You basically have to jump before you do it, but micro hop up B is the best. A lot of people, like I said earlier, do lazy punishes for quick attacks. So sometimes you can just do like a quick attack into the ground like this, and they'll do a lazy punish, and you can get a shield punish, or even like after doing this, you can just run it. You can kind of run at them if they haven't come at you yet. It's gonna send them for a loop. Pichu's wicked fun to micro hop up smash with. Even doing like micro hop through them and then naring through them, wicked fun. Wicked fast option. Wicked, it catches a lot of people off guard. And the last thing I'm gonna show you, probably the most fun thing. And you can do this on Jungle Japes, but it works on the top plat of Dreamland. It depends on the length of the platform. But for some reason, you don't need a micro hop up B. Because normally, doing this kind of quick attack, you need to micro hop up B to teeter cancel. Similar to Falcon and Fox side B, because of their properties as a special move, you can't edge cancel unless you're airborne or teeter cancel. But for some reason, because of how Pichu slides or something, you can simply up B to the left, and if you let go of the stick in time, you don't need to micro hop up B, and you get this teeter cancel. So you can do stuff like this. Which I'm not saying is fucking good or useful. You're hurting yourself and you're hurting yourself fast. But man is it fun, man is it cool looking, and maybe it's intimidating. But you can also just edge cancel it by rolling to the ledge and holding to the right. You don't need to micro hop to edge cancel this. You cannot do this with Pikachu. But if you got this far, thank you so much for watching. Quick Attack's a ton of fun. And I really I was like doing it, but I definitely was inspired by how Ultimate players used Quick Attack. Also, try Quick Attacking a bunch in Ultimate. You don't need a micro hop to get I don't even think there's a laggy version of Pikachu or Pichu up in that game, so it's a good way to get used to using it as a movement option. Or using it offensively. But anyway, thanks for watching, and yeah, I hope something in this helped.